Alright, so it's the 1st of March, so we're going to do a collection update, and I'm going to start off the update with this little guy right here, which as you can see, he does not like to be held. This is a baby Savannah monitor. I typically do not get this guy out of his cage because we're building on a truss thing, but every now and again I like to take him out just to kind of give him a look over, make sure everything is going pretty good with him. So I thought I would just kind of match that up at the time I needed the footage for this video, so that way we can kill two birds with one stone. You guys can get a pretty good look at him, and so can I. As you can see, he is going to try to bite me, but typically we have a pretty good friendship. Come on, fella. But I don't pick him up. This is only a rare occasion, and there. Alright, it's okay. Like I said, this is just a rare occasion. I do need to, check on his health and make sure that, everything looks good and everything. So, as you can see, he does not like this. But, so we're going to get him put back, and then we will continue on showing you the rest of the reptiles that I have in my reptile room. Okay, so over here on this rack I have my adult colubrids, and starting at the top is my scaleless Texas rat snake. With any luck, we will have some eggs from this girl this season. So let it focus. Come on, focus. No, you're not gonna focus? Alright. So put her back. Alright, drop your head. Down below her is my lavender striped corn snake. Another beautiful addition to the family here. And also, with any luck, she will also be breeding this season. Next in the rack is, let's see, is this the male or the female? This is the female Cinnalone, and as you may have guessed, hopefully she will be breeding this season. Put her back. Below her is the male Cinnalone milk. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. And the way I distinguish the two is the male has those two there and there, those two little half stripes. So that is the male Cinnalone, looking very, very stunning, if I might add. Alright, you gotta go back down. You gotta go back down. There we go. Below him is the hypo striped male. This is the gentleman who will be breeding that hypo lavender striped female that you seen earlier. Now he is 66% chance het for lavender, so we will hopefully prove or disprove that out this season. And both of these corns were produced by me about several years ago. I don't remember exactly when. And below him is this goofy, yeah, hello there. Did we catch you in a little awkward position? I know. I've got frozen rodents thawing on the rack behind me, so that's why everybody is coming to the front. It looks like you need some water. Did you spill that? Huh? No, this is just a camera. Don't get all crazy. Okay, we gotta get this guy back in because I think he's liable to bite the camera. Come on, back up. Back up. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Yeah, that's right. It's not feeding time yet, you goofball. Yeah. Believe it or not, this snake used to be one of my problem feeders. And then just whatever reason, one time, he just decided, you know what, I actually do like food, and now I want to try everything. So, yeah, that's him. I don't think he'll bite me, but, you know, he was definitely trying to figure out what this camera was. So, that's everybody in this rack. Of course, we got the tortoises over here. That's the female there, and the male there. So that's the big female, and that's the male. I thought we might get eggs from them last year. We ended up not getting anything, but I've already seen some mating behavior, or at least some some courtship. So maybe this year will be the year. Sorry for that light stand in the way. So over here is the future cage for the day geckos, and these are just some leftover plants from when I built out the leopard geckos enclosure. Get that light out of the way. So actually a pretty good photo. But that's the leftovers. But what we're going to look at is these two racks here that I built to hold babies and subadults, and this could also hold babies depending on what species. But so let's start with the baby rack here, and let's take a look. This is my Tessera amelanistic corn snake. Let's hold on, let me get some better lighting over here. Okay, so here we go, better lighting. So this is my Tessera amelanistic corn snake. Definitely one of my favorite snakes. I really like the color contrast that she's got going on between the white and the reds. Come on, folks, there we go. Very stunning animal. Very pleased with this one. So alright, you're gonna have to hop down, tuck your head, there we go. So we'll move on to the next. This one might be a little bit harder to no, that's not too bad. Now this is a butter Tessera. So it's a 3 morph combination, and its colors are a little bit harder to see because it's matching the substrate. Nope, back down. Up from there, let's turn this light this way. So it's one up from there is one of my Miami corn snakes. A nice locality color, and then next to that one is the other Miami morph corn snake. And then moving over, we have a lavender striped baby corn snake. I really like the pink tones that this one has. I'm really hoping that she will hold on to that into adulthood. So, but only time will tell, and she's a little freaked out by the camera. It's okay, little girl. We'll come down here. This is another favorite of mine, and of course this is my white-sided Brooks king snake. This little girl here is quite the chunky little snake. Never misses a meal. This is another one I can't wait till gets to adult size, because these animals are stunning. So that pinkish tone on the side will be replaced with more of a white look, so she will look pretty spectacular. And beside her, let's get that out of the way, is this little snake. Where are you? You're hiding in the back. There's the head. There we go. Is this little, well, I'll pull her out and show you. Okay, so another little snake I have in the collection is this little girl right here, and this is a yellow and black, or a banana California king snake. get it to zoom in on her and not me. But this is another nice little snake that I have in the collection. You know, one of those things that I can't wait till it gets a little bit larger. I think this is going to be a beautiful animal for the educational program. And you know, who knows, we may end up breeding some of these in the near future. Of course, this little girl is going to take a few years, but still a very, very beautiful animal if it stops focusing on me. And then next to her is this ever so lovely great feeder of mine. Now, this is not feeding time. Back up, back up. This is a lavender striped albino California king snake. Who thinks the camera is food? Look at this. Look at this. You are literally locked in on the camera. So, as you can probably guess, she never misses a meal. She is always ready to eat. Did I embarrass you? Now you're gonna go hide? Alrighty, we'll be done with ya. So that's that. That's the baby rack. And then over here is the, what I refer to as the juvenile. As far as colubrids go, this is juvenile. I do have Wally right here. A male, normal ball python. Oops, got a little stuck there. In his typical balled up fashion. If you watch that one video I had him in, I kind of did a little update on him. He's been doing better since that video. I haven't noticed any kind of issues. Today will be the first day that I attempt to feed him since that day. So we'll see how he does. Fingers crossed he will eat. But let's move on to the next one. These are a little harder to get in or out with one-handed, so we'll just make the best of it as I spill water. Now this here, I don't know, where's he at? This is the snow Texas rat snake, and hopefully he will breed to that scaleless Texas rat snake that I showed. There he's looking at us, that I showed you earlier, and he's kind of a grumpy guy, so we're not really going to bother him too much. I need to work with him more, handle him a little bit more, so we're just going to put him back. So up next is this stunning little girl as she kind of retreats from us. This is my T positive albino Nelson's milk snake. Definitely a favorite of mine. And then right next to her is going to be the albino Nelson's. This would I guess would be called a T negative, but looking pretty stunning. Oh. And up from there, if we can see him, he typically hides as I spill water again. Oh, there he is, he's back there. This is the black and white Cow King, a little male, het for albino. And beside him, this one always gets stuck. And beside him is my daughter's Okatee corn snake. Let's see if we can. Oh, there he is. He's hiding in the substrate. Come on, fella. Well, you can kind of see him. It's hard to do one-handed. But anyways, that's all of them in this rack. So let's move on to the next group. Okay, so in these two cages and this one here, I have some giant day geckos, and let's see if we can't. Oh, there we go. There is one. If she will stay there. This is one of two females that I have. This one is actually quite friendly and in the terms of day geckos are concerned, and the fact that she is always coming to the front glass over here and you know, always ready to, I don't want to necessarily say, like, come on, focus, happy to see me, but, you know, definitely comes to the front of the glass here to kind of check out what's going on, and rarely does she run and hide as we go out of focus again. There is another one in here, but this one is a little bit more shy and has already retreated to hiding. So normally she hides back there, excuse the poop on the glass, in this hollow tube here. So it's probably where she is at. And then before he runs off, this is the big male, and as soon as, yep, that right there is typical day gecko behavior, run and hide. So that is them. We are not going to be able to see him now, but let me close this. But that's his enclosure, fully planted, but he's been in here for a while. These guys have artificial plants because I just recently acquired them, so I need to keep things a little sterile. So fake plants because I can clean them. And then over here is the legless lizard, and you can kind of see him there, and he's hiding, and you can see his, you kind of see his body right there. He's hiding in the foliage. Let's see if I can get him to come on out. There we go. There he is. That's of course Lieutenant Dan, the legless lizard. And if we're not feeding, he will go hide, because that's about the only interaction he wants. You either feed him or leave him alone. So he's slowly inching back to hide behind that log. Fun little critters. Okay, so up next we have my big old pine snake. This guy has got some pretty good size to him. He's definitely one of the favorites of mine in the collection, and he makes a great ambassador animal for my educational program, and the kids just love him. When he comes out, they all scream in excitement, not in terror. Well, maybe a few in terror, but most of them enjoy him, and I really enjoy having him in the collection. He has a lot of personality that is quite unique. So just definitely a fun snake to have, and you know, a long time animal that I will cherish for as long as I can. So that is him, northern pine snake. These guys make great animals. Similar animals would be a bull snake, but definitely a fun animal if you want a slightly larger colubrid than, like, say, your kings and some of your milks or even corns. But yeah, beautiful animal.
Shut up and sit down.